We have an office hours about Joe Budden that I was reading.
We do?
I thought it was funny. It was like, this shit ass now. And it's literally exactly what you just said, Lauren.
Well, yeah, let's read that office hours and then we'll go into it, the Jaewon edition and everything.
It's like 6, 7 niggas. But it's always been 6, 7 niggas up
It's always been the
like.
Bionic 6 for sure.
Always?
That's what it felt like, bro.
Wasn't there a point in time where it was just 3 guys and then behind the
That's
camera?
true.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like that for a while though. I feel like.
Yeah.
It just felt like it's always been 5 niggas at least.
Right, at least.
It's 5
At least.
voices.
It was
least.
always 4.
It was always 4.
It was Parks and Joe Budden and 2 other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was always 4.
But Jaewon been
know.
cool though? Because I was just asking because I saw a clip.
Okay, here it is. Hashtag office hours. Are we not going to admit that the Joe Budden podcast is horrible now? 7 mics is crazy. Also, in my opinion, I have lost a lot of respect for Joe Budden podcast after finding out his sleeper segment is sponsored by Def Jam Records.
Ooh, I didn't even know that. Is that true?
Apparently not. Joe said that niggas got it wrong, and no, that's not the case. He said that on the show, but I don't know.
Is that all he said? No, you got it wrong?
He said niggas is trying to. He was like, yeah, there's no Def Jam sponsorship. Niggas trying to find that shit out. He just said
And
no.
Put that misinformation in our comments, Mac.
And I'm gonna be real. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I wouldn't give a
I
fuck.
was about to say.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't
wouldn't care.
believe.
Bro, everything's for sale. My
I
nigga.
think I
sure.
might respect it more.
But
I was
it
about to
does.
say,
But it
right?
does.
Yeah.
It does sound like he might have something. I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a title thing. Or
I
something.
feel sad
Yeah.
Joe
You know
what I'm
is
saying?
possibly telling the truth.
Because it's probably linked. It's probably
Right.
close. It's probably title or some shit like that.
But
but Jaewon, how is he?
He's a good addition as far as like
Who is Jadakiss' son
yeah.
for the viewers?
As
that
far
don't
as like he's surprisingly funny at times, and he actually has good perspective and able to podcast well with like back and forth retort to
Yeah.
what was just said, sticking on that point, and like that type of shit is good. Like as a podcaster, I can see the innate skill.
Right.
I
You know
just
what I'm
thought because they've always needed like a younger perspective.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's cool.
The fact that they
he
found
fits in with grown
fits
men.
in,
He gets into
yeah.
it with grown adults well.
the perfect nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually a good vibe. Honestly, if he was there and Flip wasn't there, it would be like a okay replacement.
Oh, that's a big statement to say though, Lauren.
I was gonna ask you that because
Gonna flip.
Joe Budden, the nigga had said like a joke or something, and Jaewon was like, "Yeah, man, I'm be taking y'all niggas spots soon."
Well, they talk
I don't think
about that.
that was a declaration, my
That's
nigga.
Yeah.
That was a prophecy.
It turned into a moment where you can see the tension on. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
Exactly.
But how do my fault? What was you about to say?
Nah, go ahead.
How do y'all feel about 7 mics? Because
It's a little crazy.
podcasting,
That is crazy.
Podcasting is an interesting art to where it's like 2 people doing it is fine, but it's something about a balanced amount of multiple perspectives
bro.
that allows you to get to the bottom of things.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time to even get to the bottom of everybody's fucking theory at a certain
You know what I
point.
mean?
Yeah.
And like there's times on LOI, for example, to where like me, Justin, Lauren, and F-Mac are each adding to this.
Yeah.
And we're getting closer to whatever the truth or just like the bottom of the barrel is.
Right.
But there is the diminishing returns on everything.
That's a whole fact,
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's like it
and-
sounds like 4 might be
The perfect
the
cap.
limit.
Yeah.
4 might be the
perfect
limit.
number. Yeah.
2 skilled individuals can probably do it, but 4 might be, and even it's not even a true 4. It's like a 3.5.
Yeah.
Because it's not 4 people sitting in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's
yeah.
3, maybe 2 in front of the camera, and then the background people. Not, I feel like that's diminishing y'all. But
mean,
Nah,
the
that's
behind the
But that's how we
scenes-
have it. We have 3 on camera and 2 off.
I think.
And F-Mac really doesn't jump in on the main show. He's mainly on Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
LOI and shit.
And office hours. Yeah.
Whenever we ask him a question.
Yeah. Whenever we feel like including that nigga.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So we invite F-Mac
I was
this
about
time?
to say, nigga.
No. Stay home, nigga.
You the understudy,
But
nigga.
but like
But
if you have 4, 5 is okay if one person only plans, like Parks is always gonna just ad lib, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like he's not gonna lead, he's not gonna drive something to where we need to get to the bottom of my theory.
Right.
So 5 becomes acceptable, but it
numbers
is a
don't
lot.
matter, but cohesiveness do.
Yeah, because
Cohesiveness is like
What's everybody's
whatever
job
that
gonna
word
be?
is.
Yeah.
That word
Yeah.
is a lot more important than the numbers. Because if you have like 4 niggas on camera, but the other two or the other three is just strictly playing their position.
Yeah.
Getting in, you know, because it's like, look,
It's stricter
when we
positions to
up
play.
here, we
Yeah.
all want to get our shots.
100%. Yeah.
I gotta get my step. I gotta get my groove shit.
Yeah, that's
Watch
facts.
the Patreon basketball.
Yeah,
Get this
yeah.
groove.
Yeah.
I gotta get my groove going.
Yeah, when there's three of us, we all equally have to get our shit off.
We got to get our shit
Yeah.
off. But when it comes to 5, 6, 7, you got it. Somebody has to
bow
sit
out.
on the wing.
And which is why I was saying it's 4, but it's really 3.5 because
Yeah.
you're taking your step backwards.
But I think
from where
Ish,
we are.
I think Ish plays that like real wing player. Like if you ever need something,
It's just a starter.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just he's a
he's a
starter, but he
starter,
played,
but the
but his
position on the
position
court.
but
play.
he's like over there.
Yeah.
Got you.
He doesn't have the ball.
He's not bringing the ball up the court. He's the guy. He might get
He's never
the
in
first
anybody's way.
pass on the left wing.
Okay, gotcha.
But he's not initiating offense.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
That's Joe.
Robert Horry is Ish.
I don't know, but I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
with you.
yeah. Big shot
I'm with
Bob.
you. I'm with you.
Robert Horry is Ish. Like just whenever you pass him the ball, he's probably gonna
gonna-
make that
yeah.
shit.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
He's not in the way. I've heard too many episodes now where it's a lot of voices and they clash. I'm saying like Joe Budden is one of those podcasts that for me I hadn't heard a lot of the basic podcast shit go wrong, like everybody talking over each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a basic podcast shit.
Yeah.
And that happened like once they got to 6, that started happening a few times where I like had almost like when you have headphones off, you gotta take them off.
I know what you
You
mean.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
nigga, what the fuck? Like
Every so often you listen, hold up, slow the fuck
yeah,
down. Bro.
yeah,
It's too much
like,
going
like
on.
that shit was happening, and I was like, okay, they might be at their limit. You know what I'm saying? So now they added a 7th. I'm like, they gonna do this with everybody there?
This is the thing.
It's dangerous.
This is the
And-
thing. 7 is terrible. Like, no matter how good niggas are, it's too many. I think I understand what he's doing though.
I know he's doing that shit
You have to condition your audience to see these people
Yeah.
so that there's a certain level of introduction you do have to give people to your audience, right? 7 might be unbearable for a lot of people, and we might all be thinking this show fucking sucks right now, right?
Yeah.
But that's fine for you to think it sucks for the next couple months because right now I'm conditioning you.
yeah.
So that now when I can rotate people and I can lose half the crew and it doesn't matter because you fall into love or like for the 3 people that we're podcasting with today.
Most
Right.
You know what I'm
businesses
saying?
care about short-term problems and
Yes.
not long-term.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, no,
So-
they care. They care less about you.
I think he said it backwards.
I get what you're saying.
You
though.
get what I'm saying?
I know what you
that
meant.
Short-term
That short-term
problem.
little bump that in the road is for a reason. That's fine. We'll take that L because the long-term goal
It's
is
gonna
what
be bigger.
is going to
You
be
get what
better.
I mean?
It's risk is associated with anything that has
Yeah.
a reward. So it's like, yeah, you got to. But
And I can
he
understand
is
that.
risking a lot. He's risking our ears right now.
Which is fine because I think it's fine because I think what he's also doing is, how old is Joe Budden again?
Like 45, 44.
He doesn't.
62.
He wants to be. He wants to be done at 50, roughly. He wants to move into the executive seat. 44. He's
Yeah,
got
just
6
turned.
more years. Him conditioning his audience when he wants to step away and into the office more and call plays. So much of everything is relying on his face. You know what I'm saying? I can't step away comfortably if I don't get somebody to 60 to 75% of where I'm at. If I can get 2 to 3 people, 60% of the clout that comes directly to me, now I can step away because 3 of them will equal more than one of me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get that. I get
Yeah,
that. You
I
know
get
I'm
what he's doing. He's conditioned, and he's back into that bag where he's not only conditioning for that, but conditioning for everybody having their own thing potentially, or other
Yeah.
people having their own thing.
Which
You know what I mean? And allowing that to build the brand and keep the brand moving as well.
and
Yeah.
trying to
Where-
build, my fault, trying to build like the confidence of your players,
Right.
you're gonna have to give them some shots to take.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gonna
Yeah.
be on top of each other. They're just gonna be fucking falling on each other.
Right.
But shots is gonna be put up. Some are gonna be made. Some are gonna be missed. You know.
But also throw a new nigga in there and see how everybody else act.
Yep.
Check it out.
exactly.
Play with their head a little bit.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Put somebody
Some of that going on,
young
too.
and hip in front of them and see what they do.
I wonder
See
if
they
he
start
has
giving
been
more
trying
opinions.
to find like the younger him almost too. I don't know if that's Jaewon.
I'm pretty sure he has a son, right?
I think.
Yeah, but a nigga who like he can,
That's
he
different.
can, you know, who he can like
Joe
groom
Budden?
His
Him on the-
academics.
Him on the mic.
him on the mic. Yeah,
Talking about Joe Budden.
Yeah.
I think his ego's too big. Like he probably thinks there will probably never be another Joe Budden.
I think he's toned that down a lot,
I
bro.
mean, they kind of
I don't think so. There won't be actually, but Joe can recognize actual talent though.
That's what I'm saying. I think
he's actually he can actually see it. He's one of the him and Adam 22 are good. They can see shit really well.
You think Adam?
I think so.
I think he
I
sees
think
shit.
so. I think he tries a lot at bullshit,
Yeah.
but I think he sees a little bit of something in everybody. Not everybody. He doesn't see a little bit of something in everybody, but he can see things. He sees a lot though.
I think
he's more willing. He's willing to take more risks.
I think he has.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
He has great, like, just short-term vision. He's a short-term visionary. But when it goes past 6 to a year, that's when it gets
He's
like
definitely a good short-term visionary for sure. I agree with
he's
that.
amazing short-term.
There's a certain like mentality in business to where like good is good enough, and you have to apply that rule in certain situations, not with everything. But like a lot of people obsess over minor details that are kind of minute and don't really matter in the long run, to where they're trying to make everything perfect and polished. Like good being good enough. I think I was I forgot his name. I think it's Kevin Smith, white dude, big in comedy movies and all that shit. He was like, a lot of amateur filmmakers they'll make 1,000 takes of the same scene, not realizing that like good is good enough, and that you're gonna get more in the long run if you just kind of not settle for less, but if you put your expectations down a little bit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because this nigga, and he's done a lot of legendary movies. Hot Tub Time Machine is one of them.
What's that?
Yeah,
High
Hot Tub
movie?
Time Machine
The
is
high
great.
movie. Nah, he didn't do Hot Tub Time Machine. I'm bugging.
My fault.
But yeah, it's a certain approach.
Oh, Clerks
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he's a legend.
Yeah, he's definitely a legend. We've all seen one of his movies and didn't
for
know
sure.
it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, he was in Cop Out. That's crazy. Oh, and Zach and
he
Mira
made
made a porno.
Yeah.
I just saw that not too long ago. That movie's so fucking funny.
I've never
bro.
seen that shit. I heard it was great.
It's so good, bro.
Man, it's
good.
boobs
It's-
in movies.
it's so funny.
It's like it's
so
nothing
funny,
better than
bro.
seeing actual titties
It is so
in a
funny,
movie.
bro.
Bro, you have a fetish, my boy.
For what?
Did he just try to scold you for liking titties?
No, it's just like it's just like
you see what he
it's just
tried to
like,
do?
That was
bro,
kind of
But
weird,
no,
my
but
nigga.
it's just like the way
set
it pops up for this nigga though.
He
Like
set it up to where one of y'all was supposed to agree, and
Nah.
that I'm glad
Yeah, but
you
I
did.
didn't agree.
I wasn't an agreement thing. It was just like the
I took
moments in which
offense.
the titties come up, it's like everything else is out the window. And it's just like titties.
It's-
And I'd be like, this
Lauren,
nigga is
it's
on another
all
one.
in the context. You're watching a movie and titties pop out. That's great. That's phenomenal.
Nobody's upset about
If
that.
you're over
I'm
this,
not upset.
if you're over your toilet and you're seeing titties and everything, that's one thing. Like you that's to be expected. You get what I mean?
Wait, you got titties over your toilet? What you
No,
mean that's to be
well-
expected?
When are you just seeing titties on your phone?
Oh, you talking about jerking off?
Lay back. You lay on your back.
Yeah.
You lay on
I
your
didn't
back
know
in
what
your
you were
bed.
talking
nigga?
about. Well, I mean, sometimes.
On your back?
Yeah, why not?
Nah, I sit up, man. I gotta be ready for anything.
What the
Absolutely anything.
This is crazy.
I don't know what can happen.
The fuck? This nigga's not even relaxed. This is crazy.
Nigga, enjoy yourself.
I'm always back straight. Boots locked, nigga, straight up, nigga.
That's stupid.
Oh my god.
Just lock the door.
That shit's crazy.
Okay,
I'm in different
let's
Well, yeah, they didn't get it.
let's burn through the West Coast shit because it's just so much shit before we get to office hours. It's getting late.
So much debauchery.